Hi, everyone. This is the Cedar Ridge Raider football pregame show right here on Vype Live. I'm Tyler Feldman, of course, joined by Raiders head football coach Brian Vardaman. And, Coach, a tough loss last week, a really competitive game against the Hutto Hippos, 63-49. Defense just couldn't finish it off, it seemed like. The offense, though, averaging more than 40 points a game, more than 500 total yards a game. That has not been a problem. What has worked so well, more than almost nearly 300 rushing yards a game, that three-headed monster? How do you build on that offensive success here against a Westwood team that is also 1-2 and 25 6A?
Yeah, no, great to be back. Our guys are excited about this game, and offensively, our message there with Coach Leonard and his staff is, man, just continue the course, find ways to improve. I mean, those guys, they have goals of being the top offense in the area, and right now they're right there at the top. For offenses in Central Texas, and they know, man, we've still left a little bit out on the table there, and we still got some opportunities to get better. And so for them, man, it's getting the ball to all of our athletes in space and finding ways to create some opportunities for them to be successful. But for them, just keeping pace with what they're doing, and we're really proud of the job they're doing, and so really excited to see what they can do tonight with Westwood as well.
The Warriors, again, 1-2. Both you and Westwood losing to Waco Midway, a very good Waco Midway team to start off the season. What about the quarterback position? Dylan Snoga, I know it's been cramping. Is that something that his dad reached out to? He said he's working on it. He stays hydrated. He doesn't know what's up. But it does seem like the offense seems to click a little bit more with him on taking the snaps. How's his status ahead of tonight's game?
Yeah, no, he's had a great week of preparation, and for us, that's kind of been the message too, that we got to be able to finish games. And I talked to our team the other night. We're gonna look at things on how we need to improve as coaches and putting them in the best position to be successful. But our guys taking care of their bodies, and some of it's just an anomaly. The cramping is coming from nowhere, and you got guys that are hydrating, taking diets are all what they need to be, and for whatever reason, it's just those cramps are just setting in, and it's really in the second half. And for Dylan, we've been doing a lot of things. His parents have been researching, and I've got our head athletic trainer, Matt Owens, is been he's been doing everything he can. We're coming up with different ways to hydrate these kids and allow ourselves to play a complete game with all of our starters. Now, that being said, the guys that back them up, they've got to be ready to go when their number's called too. But really getting our guys in there and being able to play a complete game, offense and defense, because we've had guys cramping up on both sides of the ball.
Speaking of defense, what are some keys defensively against this Westwood team, a Westwood team that gave up 70 points to McNeil just last week?
Yeah, for us, defensively, looking at Westwood's offense, they've averaged over 40 points a game. So we've got, they're going to come in feeling confident looking at the amount of points we've been giving up per game. And so for us, we just had to go to the table and look at, how can we change things up? I told our guys, it's just like teachers in the classroom. When your students aren't understanding what you're teaching them, you got to change the lesson plan a little bit. You got to evolve. You've got to create ways to change that up, because what we're doing was, we weren't having as much success as we would like. And so now, we've got to go back within the confines of what we do and try to figure out ways to make our guys more successful. And that starts with your practice plans, your meeting times, the overall schematics and how we fit things from the front to the back end. And so for Westwood, they do a great job on offense running the football. They've got a really good offensive line. They like to run power and counter. And so for us, just understanding how we got to fit that with our defensive linemen, and then with our linebackers, that second and third level, getting home and making those tackles in open space, because they can do some dangerous things with their guys. And so that's a lot of what we've done and prepped our guys with this week. And so I'm confident they'll respond to it, and they're going to get what we stress. And I can't wait to see how they do tonight.
How hard is it to implement a defensive scheme at the high school level? It seems like the offense typically clicks a little bit faster. What challenges have you incurred through 3 weeks, and how are you? It seems like you're hitting those challenges head on, bringing in new lesson plans for the guys. It seems like you still have a ton of confidence in what this defense can be, and that's really exciting.
Absolutely. And we understand we let one get away from us the other night. And, we get a couple more stops on defense and give our chance to our offense to go win the ball game for us. And so we understand the weight that carries. And I talked to our guys about playing complementary football, offense, defense, special teams. And, we're not going to be perfect in all three phases every Friday night. Sometimes the defense does have to lean on the offense, and sometimes the offense, man, they gotta lean on the defense to go make some stops, and then in special teams, if we got to go win a game 3-0, that's what we got to do. We got to kick a field goal to win it, and so we got to understand that we've got to play more complementary football and get things clicking in all three phases, because we have yet to do that. And we talked about it earlier. Offense is really coming into their groove and what they're doing, but our defense, they understand the challenge that they have tonight. And I think I feel really good about, them understanding that and going out and doing it tonight, because they're hungry for it. They want the same things everybody else wants. We want to go out there and get 3 and outs. And so revamping what we do on defense and like you said, reteaching and getting a little more creative and scheme wise and what we want to do. I think that's going to allow our guys to play faster. We've trimmed a lot of what we do on defense, just, playing a lot more base defense and just, for our guys, if they're confused, they're not going to play very fast. And I always say, if you have confident football players, they understand the game plan and what to do, they're going to play a lot faster. And so trimming down the game plan on defense and just allowing those guys to be confident is going to, I feel really good about how they're going to play tonight because of that.
Final question, Coach. What are you most fired up about for this game here, moments away from kickoff?
Man, I'm just ready to, like I talked about earlier, I want us to go play a complete ball game. All of our players finishing from first quarter to the last quarter and playing great in all three phases. That's what I'm excited about, and I have no doubt our guys are going to be able to do that.
Well, it's Cedar Ridge and Westwood coming up here next on Vype Live. He's head coach Brian Vardaman. I'm Tyler Feldman. We've got a great game for you. It's the Raiders and the Warriors up next after this break. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another thrilling night of Texas high school football here on Vype Live. We are coming to you live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in North Austin, where the action is about to heat up as the Cedar Ridge Raiders take on the Westwood Warriors in a District 25 6A showdown. It's a special night tonight, homecoming for the Warriors, and there's no better way to celebrate than with some Friday night lights and a rivalry game that promises to deliver. Both teams hungry for a big win here in Week 4, but only one team will leave the Palace victorious. I'm Tyler Feldman alongside Kalen Hernandez, and I've seen some high school football, Kalen, but let me tell you, there's something about these Texas crowds, the energy, the pride, and the passion that makes these games unforgettable. Now, offense won't be a problem in this one, so settle in, folks. It's Cedar Ridge versus Westwood, and it all starts right now on Vype Live. The captains at midfield. Kalen, offense not going to be a problem.
Definitely not today. Both these teams coming off a crazy shootout last week. As Coach Vardaman said in the interview, we're going to want to tighten up some defense today. And, this should be fun. This should be another explosion.
The national anthem about to start. And when they finish, we will be live right here on Vype Live for kickoff between the Raiders and the Warriors. Is this Texas high school football? You see a couple Warriors, number 20 and number 74. That's Andrew Davis, and that is Jamison Murphy Hall. Not just playing football, but also part of Westwood High School's chorus, singing the national anthem. Kayla, that's what it's all about. These are not just one-dimensional kids out here on the football field tonight. These are multi-dimensional athletes, especially at Westwood. How about that?
Yeah, all these kids really talented, really bright kids. This is just an awesome scene outside. And a pretty hot day, actually, Tyler.
Another scorcher here in Central Texas. Temps hitting 100 degrees, triple digits here in mid-September. Again, it's Westwood. It's Cedar Ridge. Both teams 1-2, and both teams looking for wins tonight. Offense, again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, Kalen, but this is a Cedar Ridge team that has been tremendous offensively through their first 3 games of the season, averaging nearly 41 points per game. That's the 10th best offense in the Austin area. And then you look at a Westwood team, they have scored a ton of points as well. 45 points in a 70-45 loss last week against McNeil. Week 2, they beat Austin High 39-9, and then they also lost to Midway 56-19 in Week 1. As for the Raiders, looking at how their season has fared, they opened the season with a 49-31 win at Buda Johnson. Week 2 was a 58-31 loss to that Waco Midway team. Then last week, that 63-49 shootout at Dragon Stadium. Hutto beating Cedar Ridge in that one. So something's got to give tonight, Kalen. Again, these are two 1-2 teams, both teams still looking for their first win in district play. So when you're looking at this offense, and when I was speaking with Coach Brian Vardaman earlier this week, he said that he was meeting with the defense one-on-one with each individual player to try and figure out, because he's a defensive-minded guy, try to figure out what they can do to keep getting better on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I really like how Coach Vardaman took responsibility, said he has to change his learning style. It's not that the kids aren't getting it, it's just he needs to get the message across a lot quicker. So tonight's the perfect night against a high-powered offense to really test out that defense tonight.
Cedar Ridge in all white, the purple numerals, the purple helmets. Kicking off is Cooper Togus. And Togus boots it into the end zone for a touchback. Westwood rocking the orange tops, white bottoms, white helmet. And it'll be Warriors football to start this ball game at the Palace here on Vype Live. It's Tyler Feldman, it's Kalen Hernandez, and we are so glad you're with us. Another hot Friday night here in Central Texas. Let's see if the offenses stay hot for both sides of the ball. Looking at the starting quarterback for these Warriors, Finn Chaney, he's been a dog. Cooper Waits has been a dog. Number 12 for these Warriors as he takes the field with this Westwood offense. That front four for Cedar Ridge, Alex Nelson, Jeremiah Passmore, Brody Carraz, and Benjamin Sears. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. A direct snap. It goes to Drew Norrell, and Norrell gets about 5 yards to about the 30-yard line. Drew Norrell, the senior slot receiver, taking the direct snap. We'll see what this Westwood offense brings tonight. Offensive coordinator Blake Nursta, head coach Derek Ward taking over for the longtime head coach of the Warriors, Anthony Wood. Brian Vardaman in his first season as head coach of these Raiders on the far sideline. Another direct snap to Norrell. Norrell makes a couple men miss. Finally brought down near the 40-yard line. That's a first down for these Warriors 30 seconds in.
And Westwood trying to establish the run early, running right through the teeth of the defense right now.
Coach Vardaman saying, look, we've given up too many splash plays defensively. Let's create some stops offensively for the opposition and make them beat us. 11 minutes to go here in this first quarter, 60 seconds in. First and 10 from the 38. Another snap to Norrell. This time, it's Jalen Hamilton, the UTEP commit, with the tackle.
3 straight runs to start the game for Westwood. It's going to be a passing down here.
Expecting to be a high-scoring affair here at the Palace. 90 seconds into this ball game. Westwood trying to establish that run, manage the clock effectively, and keep that Cedar Ridge offense on the sideline as long as possible. 2nd and 10 from the 38. This time it's Waits who hands it off. Getting his first touch of the game, Wade Allen, the senior running back. As we're 2 minutes into this ball game, still no score. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 42. As the sun continues to set here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. The home field for both the Warriors and the Raiders. The Raiders are the road team tonight. The Warriors, it's homecoming for Westwood. Waits, back to Allen. Allen cuts in, cuts out, and gets about 2 yards. Won't be enough for a first down. So from their own 45-yard line, it looks like the offense is staying out on the field.
Decision time early for the Westwood Warriors. Looks like the offense is staying out, as Tyler said. It's a big 4th down right on the first drive of the game.
Weston Franz wearing number 2. He goes far side. He comes off the sideline here. He's that junior wide receiver for Westwood. So watch that guy atop your screen. 2 receivers left. Cooper Waits, waiting for the football to be snapped. Takes the snap. Play action. Little dump off, and what a one-handed grab by Drew Norrell. And Norrell, enough for the first down and then some. A little hit stick. Nifty play call nearly deflected at the line.
All right.
Apologies for those technical difficulties. 8 minutes to go, 2nd and 14 from the 49. Handoff to Allen, and Allen gets brought down after getting 1 or 2 yards. There to make the stop is Jeremiah Passmore. So 3rd and 12 from the 47. Seven and a half to play here in this opening quarter. Still no score. Warriors, excellent clock management to stop this ball game. It's 3rd down and 12 from the Raiders' 47. Waits, takes the snap, gets tripped up behind the line. Nelson and Sears slicing through the defense and offensive lines there for the stop, and now we'll see what the Warriors do here on 4th and 13. Looks like the punt unit is coming out this time.
Wait for Vardaman's defense to get a stop. First drive of the game set the tone early, and now we get to see what Matt Leonard has cooks up for us this next drive. Pardon me.
Under 7 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. A long first drive for the Warriors. Punt is off, and it's a fair catch called at the 15-yard line by Therese Harrison. Harrison makes the tough grab, so the Raiders will get going at the 15-yard line. We'll be right back with 6:33 to play here in the opening quarter. It's Raiders 0, Warriors 0. You're watching Raiders football right here on Vype Live. Noah Devonish with a long run to start this ball game. And there are a couple flags after Devonish was taken down. Let's wait and see what these officials decide tonight. There's head coach Brian Vardaman at the bottom of your screen communicating with his guys. Communication a big factor this whole week of practice, which Coach Vardaman told me was a great week of practice. One-on-one sessions to really figure out how this team works. And when you're a first-year head coach, you've got to learn about these players. It all happens so fast. You've got so many guys on the team. So that's what it's all about.
I think they're marching forward right now.
So it'll be on the defense. So costly penalty there by Westwood. 6:26 to go here in this opening quarter. Still no score. And a penalty gives Cedar Ridge some better field position. 1st and 10 from the 43. Dylan Snoga, the junior quarterback.
Yeah, spread formation.
Drops back, fires right. Devonish makes the grab, cuts back in, trying to get a few more yards, but gets brought down by a bevy of Warriors. Snoga averaging nearly 140 passing yards a game. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns so far this season, one passing touchdown. And the big thing with Snoga, he's been so great when he's been in the game, but he's been dealing with cramps later on in football games the last couple of weeks. So let's see if Snoga can stay in this ball game. 2nd and 6 from the 47, and there's movement on that offensive line. Looks like a false start on the offense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll push the Raiders back. Isaac Elliott, Christian Hughes, Cameron Aspera, Matthew Brunson, Caleb Phillips. Raiders. Snoga completing 64% of his passes this season. He's got Devonish on his left hip. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Here's Snoga. Fakes the handoff. Finds Christian Hall in the flat. Hall makes one man miss and finally brought down by Cannon Olafson. But a nice pass play. Christian Hall has been terrific in the passing game. A running back, a receiver. He's been very good when it comes to catching the football. That's his 10th catch of the season. nearly 215 receiving yards for Hall. And the ball goes to Hall this time in the backfield, and he gets tripped up and pushed down by a few Warriors. So they go back to Hall, and it doesn't work this time. The senior do-it-all man for this Raiders offense. He's been terrific.
And right now, they're just getting the balls into their playmakers right now, with Devonish and Hall getting some action early.
So 2nd and 10 from the 45, under 5 to play in this scoreless first quarter. We've got 4 receivers left. How about this? Snoga communicating with those receivers. And he throws left. Devonish, little running back screen. Makes one man miss. Nearly escapes another. Cam Green with the shoestring tackle. And the Raiders are into Warriors territory.
And they're getting Devonish involved early right now, using them both for the ground game and the passing game.
And you've got to, when you've got a guy like Noah Devonish averaging more than 115 rushing yards a game, 3 rushing touchdowns, and he could also catch the ball. Again, this running back's room for the Raiders, dangerous. Here's Snoga, play action. Bootleg right. Now he tucks it. Now he runs. Up the middle. Can anyone catch him? Snoga! He's broken free into the end zone for a 42-yard touchdown. Dylan Snoga. How do you do? And the Raiders take the lead.
And that's just the kind of versatility Snoga brings. Once he took off, made one man miss, and nothing but green grass ahead of him. What a play there from Dylan Snoga.
42-yard QB keeper for the touchdown with 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Dylan Snoga. He's been fantastic in the air and also on the ground. That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the season as Cooper Togus comes out for the extra point. Rough snap, but a good hold, and the kick is up and good. Well done by Mr. Jake McGill to corral that snap, get it going for Togus, and it's a 7-0 lead with 4 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. You're watching Raiders football right here on Vype Live. Back here at the Palace, how about Dylan Snoga, Kalen? 42-yard tuck and run. He made the great decision to cut out for the bootleg. Didn't find a receiver. He cut it inside, right up the middle, and the defense was all out of sorts.
And that's just the kind of impact that was missing last week when he went out. You know, he's able to make these explosive plays with his legs. Obviously, great with his arm, but that's the kind of versatility he can bring to this offense.
And that's what this offense needs. When he's in the game, the offense seems to click as Togus boots it into the end zone for another touchback. So the Warriors, their second drive of the game, with 4 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. We'll see what they do, and it's been Warriors football most of this night. And I say that based on time of possession. The Warriors took a ton of time off the clock. Meanwhile, you let the Raiders roam, and they show you why that offense is averaging nearly 41 points per game here through 3 weeks. So let's see what Cooper Waits can bring to the table here as he gets going on this second drive. Waits has been very nice offensively, completing 60% of his passes, averaging 220 passing yards a game. 6 touchdown passes, just 1 interception as Allen gets the handoff, cuts outside, wheels around the outside across the 30 before getting dragged down by Josh Gentry and company over there on the far sideline.
And again, Westwood sticking to their run-heavy approach right now, trying to attack the outsides. But good job so far to hold them to only 5.
6-yard gain there for Wade Allen. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 31. 3.5 to go here in this opening quarter. Here's Waits. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, gets it off in time before getting crushed. Making the grab Charlie Fry, and making the tackle, Jalen Hamilton, the UTEP commit, has been all over the field early on in this ball game. We do have an injured player down with 3:25 to go. It's Raiders 7. It's Warriors nothing. We'll take a quick break and have more District 25 6A football after this quick break.
Cut back right now, and Tyler can just fill for time to talk about the game itself. We're back on.
And we're back here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. There's no place I'd rather be on a Friday night. Kalen Hernandez, I'm Tyler Feldman. We've also got a third helper tonight, Colton Borger. How special is this? A three-person booth. This is just what Vype Live does for you, okay? We bring the personnel required to bring you the best broadcast possible. 3:25 left in this opening quarter. It is Raiders 7 thanks to a 42-yard Dylan Snoga touchdown on the Raiders' first drive of this ball game. So with 3:17 to go, here comes Cooper Waits and company. Waits, the junior quarterback for Westwood, hands it off to Allen, and Allen met again at the line. This Cedar Ridge defense looks angry. They're playing for something tonight. Benjamin Sears, Jalen Hamilton, they're teaming up on that tackle.
Like Coach Vardaman said, they're going to want to tighten up this week after last week's offensive explosion from the Hutto Hippos. And right now, Coach Vardaman's defense is bringing its presence.
And you love to see that. Raider Nation has been waiting to see this kind of defensive play. Let's see if they can carry this out for a full 4 quarters. 2.5 to go here in this opening quarter. It's Raiders 7. It's Warriors nothing. Waits, steps up in the pocket, tucks it, and gets knocked in the middle but not taken down. Finally, it's Zion Thorne. Powers Wallace had a chance and kind of just shouldered him, and Waits did a great job to bounce off that tackle and get a couple more yards for the first down. .226 left on this clock. Brian Vardaman on that far sideline, exclaiming something. We don't know what. We can't hear him from up here.
Yes.
We're enclosed. We can't even open the windows here at the Palace.
Seems like they just got the Raiders for a face mask.
Well, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
Not in this sport.
What sport can you do that, Caitlin?
Actually, this is the only sport I think.
Let's think about it.
You're right.
Think long and hard.
You're right.
I'm doing some thinking, too. Well, wrestling, you're not wearing a face mask.
You're a luchador yet.
All right, here we go. What a setup here. The whole offensive line for Westwood is going to the left side.
Some trickery here.
What are we about to see? Waits on 1st and 10 from the 33. Snap. They're going slot. They're making, oh my, Zion Thorne gets a hand on it. Huge play because Drew Norrell had the end zone in sight, and Thorne made a fantastic play with his hands to knock it out.
And the trickery right there almost worked to perfection. They got the one-on-one they wanted along the right side and just couldn't make the play right there, but way to break it up.
Huge break up there. Zion Thorne, junior cornerback, making his presence felt in the secondary. Sets up his second down and 10 from the Raiders 33. 2 receivers left, 2 right here for the Warriors. Let's see what Waits does here. Drops back, gets pressured, steps up, over the middle, was looking for Norrell again. No man's land. And we have an offensive lineman hitting the turf. He gets helped up. That's Devin Rupert, the senior right guard. And play continues. 2:05 left in this opening quarter. It's Raiders 7. It's Cedar Ridge 7. It is Westwood nothing. Cedar Ridge scoring on their first offensive drive of this game on a 42-yard Dylan Snoga QB keeper. As there's a personal foul on the previous play on the Warriors. So
Sounds like it.
the Warriors will go backwards, and we will go to break as we do have a Warrior on the turf injured. Right back here on Vype Live, it's Raiders football. Cedar Ridge 7, Westwood nothing.
We can bring it back in now, sure.
Welcome back to the Palace as the sun is nearly set on a Friday night in mid to late November. Somehow it hit triple digits today. But tonight, hopefully with the sun down and the lights on, it cools down a little bit for these guys out on the field. It is 2nd and 25 now for Westwood with 2 minutes left here in this opening quarter, trailing 7-0 to the Raiders. Waits, quick throw, finds Asher David, and David pushes forward for about 7 yards. They're on the stop. Aiden O'Brien Brown and Zion Thorne have been saying Thorne's name a lot tonight.
And yeah, once again, they're sticking with that run and wide receiver screen. Seems like looking at the ref.
One of these days we'll get a mic, a roaming mic on the field so we can hear everything. 1.5 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. It's Raiders 7. It's Warriors nothing. It's 3rd and 18 from the 41. 2 receivers left. Wade Allen on the left tip of Cooper Waits. Waits. Snap, drops back, steps up, fires downfield, and it is deflected. What a play defensively. Gabriel Cisneros batting that ball down and setting up a 4th and long for these Warriors. And it looks like the offense is going to stay out, Kalen.
And on that previous play, Waits is lucky he did not get intercepted there. Raider defense was ready to jump that.
So 4th and 18 from the 41. 76 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Bands are rocking it. Always love hearing the bands. Here we go. Waits. Is it going to be a quick punt? It is a quick punt. Bounces down inside the 10, inside the 5. Wow! Goes out of bounds at about the 1.5 yard line. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely excellent. Wow, excellent special teams there. Don't we love that? I mean, wow.
Well, yes, yes. Great execution by the Warriors. It's one of the best punts I've seen. Cooper Waits, the junior quarterback, looked like they were maybe going to go for it, and then you could tell that they were setting up that quick punt situation, and perfect execution. So, tough field position. The toughest field position for the Raiders yet this season. We're here in week 4. They have never started this deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 1 yard line. It's Snoga with Patterson on his right hip. Patterson gets the rock, and Patterson does a great job of finding that gap and getting across the 5 yard line to give this offense some space.
Patterson's job was simple there, read the inside zone and hit the hole, able to give more cushion for his offense.
50 seconds left in this first quarter. Back to Patterson, and Patterson this time gets ripped around and dragged down by Jacob Brown, the senior defensive end.
And right there, the Westwood front said, no, no, no.
Will the Raiders get one more playoff before the end of this first quarter, or will they let the play clock go down and get a breather here to set up shop on this 3rd and 5 from their own 6 yard line? Well, Snoga's setting up. 20 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. 3rd and 5. Snoga. Play action, keeps it himself. And wow, what a play. Great vision, great blocking up front. That's a 1st down for the Raiders. Just fantastic.
Yeah, excellent push from the line there as time ticks down.
Five seconds left. And that's how this opening quarter will end. thanks to a Dylan Snoga 42-yard QB keeper. It is Cedar Ridge 7. It is Westwood nothing. This is District 25 6A football, and you're watching it live right here on Vype Live.
No.
Second quarter about to get underway here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. I'm Tyler Feldman. He's Kalen Hernandez, and this is Raiders football right here on Vype Live. How about this? Cedar Ridge shutting out Westwood in the opening quarter. Exactly what you want to see if you're head coach Brian Vardaman, if you're that Cedar Ridge defensive coaching staff. Just perfect execution there in that opening quarter. Jody Littleton and company, that's what you want to see. No points on the board for the other team.
Yeah, and can't ask for a better start. You know, nothing better than a shutout to start this first quarter. And right now they're going to be backed up. Expect a nice long drive here. Or maybe they take a deep shot. We haven't mentioned big play Jake today.
1st and 10 from the 15. Here's Snoga throwing it deep. Big play Jake. Did he catch it? No. Had it in his hands. How about that for a call? Drake Kyles, the sophomore quarterback, knocking it down and away. But, Kalen, are you communicating with Matt Leonard in this Cedar Ridge offense?
You know, like I said, we haven't brought up his name today, and right there they tried to go for the shot and just didn't connect. So close.
Nearly had it. A good ball there from Snoga. He's got 4 receivers right. There was movement on the defensive line. Did they throw the flag? I don't see it. Free play, and nearly hauled it in. Is there a flag? No. Is there no flag on the field there?
I thought he jumped there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. No flag. It looked like there was movement on the defensive side.
Yeah, I thought that was definitely a free play, but...
All right, 3rd and 10 from their own 15. Tyler Burchett is in there. Therese Harrison. Big play Jake McGill also on that near side, right side of the screen. Snoga drops back. He looks left. He fires left, and he overthrows it. Had Zakai Williams as his target, the sophomore wide receiver, but airmails it. So a quick 3 and out here for the Raiders. The punt team comes on. Good defensive stand there by Westwood. $1:15 into this second quarter. It's Raiders 7. It's Westwood nothing. I thought we'd see more points on the board at this point, but credit both sides defensively. Looked like Westwood was offside there. Did they throw the flag? No. And a great bounce here for Cedar Ridge across midfield near the 40-yard line. That punt was almost blocked. Cooper Togus got it off just in time, but I'm telling you, I'm not seeing things. It looked like Westwood jumped early.
Yeah, and I think Snoga thought that too, and that's why he tried the free play right as he saw him jump. And
here we go. Let's see what the Cedar Ridge defense is made of.
Going to be some decent field position here for the Westwood Warriors. Coach Vardaman's defense going to want to make a stand right here.
The sun officially set here at the Palace. That's the nickname here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Westwood moving right to left. Cooper waits. Handoffs. Oh, defensively. Great stop there. Powers, Wallace and company not letting Maps Mias go anywhere. Maps Mias, the sophomore running back, averaging about 32 yards a game on the ground. 3 touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns for Westwood so far through 3 weeks. They have yet to find the end zone tonight. Under 11 minutes to go here in this opening half. Waits has 2 receivers to his right. He's got Maps Mias on his right hip. Snap, drops back, steps up, heavy pressure, fires and sails it over the head of his intended receiver, Drew Norrell. More good coverage in the secondary for Cedar Ridge. You have to like what you've seen adjustment-wise for Cedar Ridge defensively so far in this ball game.
Yeah, they're not getting destroyed on the run game. Looking like the secondary's looking very tight, like glue to the receivers. Yeah, this is a great start.
3rd and 8 from the 43. Another 3rd down for this Westwood Warriors offense. And we've got whistles. Hold on just a second.
Ball spotting.
Ball was a yard short. Now we get going. 3rd and 8 from the 44. Waits. He's got 5 receivers out there, tucks it, runs it, and gets stopped at midfield by a couple of Raiders, Gabriel Cisneros, as well as Alex Nelson, chasing down. Waits. Did he get enough for the 1st down? Chains are moving. He got just enough. So a tough 3rd down conversion there for this Westwood Warriors team on homecoming. You think you're going to see the bands at halftime? Just you wait. Homecoming. Gotta love it. High school football. Nothing like it. Cooper Waits on 1st and 10 from the 49. He gets picked off! Waits gets picked off! Aiden O'Brien Brown nearly goes downtown. A huge turnover for the Raiders. And O'Brien Brown is fired up. Yes, sir! Look at that sideline. Waits threw it right to O'Brien Brown. All Brown had to do was say thank you and run downfield.
Yeah, Brown was just sitting in the flat right there, patiently waiting, and sure enough, Waits went that way, and now it's Raider football.
So possibly a costly turnover for Westwood, trailing 7-0 with 10:15 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Now an opportunity for this Cedar Ridge offense. Great field position to extend their lead to 14-0. Let's see what Dylan Snoga and this Raiders offense can do here. 1st and 10 from the 34. 2nd quarter. 10:15 to go until halftime. Snoga, snap, hands it off to Hall. Hall trying to find a seam, and he gets 1 or 2 yards. Tried to find that gap, got a little bit of space in there, but just not enough to break free. Under 10 to play here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 9. Snoga, look at this. That's Isaac Elliott out to the left. Snoga, the pass. Oh, wide receiver pass to Therese Harrison. Wide open for the touchdown. Snoga, Zakai Williams, Therese Harrison, air guitar, touchdown Raiders. Yes, sir.
And Leonard responding with some of his own trickery this time leading to a touchdown on the board. Huge play right there for Coach Leonard's offense.
Come on, that's awesome.
Brilliant.
What a brilliant play call. Oh, man, coaching staff loves it too. Going into the bag and tricks here in the 2nd quarter. Dylan Snoga, the wide receiver pass as Cooper Togus connects on the extra point. 14-0. Dylan Snoga connects with Zakai Williams, the sophomore wide receiver. And you see how they planted Isaac Elliott, the left tackle, out to that left side for extra protection. No one. They left Therese Harrison. Everyone forgot about number 16. And Therese Harrison, his 1st touchdown reception of the season. And it's all of a sudden 14-0. Raiders out in front. Kalen, how awesome was that?
That was awesome. I mean, they went out into that stack formation as soon as the wide receiver screen was passed. You saw how quickly he released it. He knew Therese had nothing but green grass in front of him and was able to connect there. And yeah, just what a brilliant play from Coach Leonard's offense. Just like they say, just how they draw it up.
14-0. 9:42 left to play here at the Palace. You cannot have scripted a more perfect start to a football game for these Cedar Ridge Raiders, and you have to be thrilled at this point for Brian Vardaman and company. He talked to me earlier this week just of how much time he took individually with all his players really to get a sense of how to fix things defensively, and two, how to bounce back from a game that was really in hand at times last week against Hutto, and it just slipped away. A lot different feel tonight here, Kalen, at the Palace.
Exactly.
As Togus boots it into the end zone, a liner. It'll be first and 25, first and 10 from the 25 when the Warriors come back out. If you're Westwood and you're watching this broadcast right now, you're watching this game, how do you beat the Cedar Ridge defense?
I mean, the secondary's been absolutely locked down. Cooper Waits is having time to throw in the pocket, but nothing seems to be getting open. And this is going to be a big drive for the Westwood Warriors right here. They don't want to go down too early.
So a costly turnover, a Cooper Waits interception, Aiden O'Brien Brown setting up one of the coolest touchdowns you'll see this season. And it's now 14-0. Let's see how these Warriors respond on first down. Wade Allen bounces up the gut for about 15 yards, and that's what we've got to be careful about with this Raiders defense, those splash plays. They've done such a great job avoiding those big plays so far tonight. Let's hope that's not a sign of things to come here on this drive for the Warriors.
Just a big gaping hole down the middle and sliced right through it down at the 40.
9:20 left in this opening half. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Waits. Hands it back off to Allen. Allen gets met immediately. Ryder Fitch on the stop. Maybe a gain of 2-3 yards there for the Warriors offensively.
Westwood sticking to their identity, still wanting this run to be established, taking their time.
Gain of 2 on that run play. Second down and 8 from the 43. 57 yards to go to find the end zone if you're the Warriors. 2 receivers right, 2 left. The pass play goes to Weston Franz, and Franz gets ripped around by Gabriel Cisneros and a few other Raiders on this near sideline. 2 versus 2 there. Franz going at it there after that play. Trent Bell as well. Gotta love that energy from both sides.
And just sticking with their bread and butter there, going with the wide receiver screen, and what a muscle weight room play to get that first down.
8.5 to go here in the second quarter. 3rd and 1 from the 50-yard line. Don't want to get beat deep here.
Big bunch formation.
It goes to Norrell on the direct snap, and it looks like Norrell, forward progress, got the first down. Hamilton was there.
Looked like he just ran through a brick wall right there. I mean,
kind of. I mean, Hamilton said, "I don't think I'm a brick wall. Good luck. You're not going much farther." It is a first down for the Warriors.
Chains are moving.
Warriors get inside Raiders territory. 48 yards to go. 8:20 to go in this second quarter. It's 14-0 Cedar Ridge. If you're just joining us, Tyler Feldman, Kalen Hernandez here on Vype Live. So glad you're spending your Friday night with us, watching some great 25 6A Texas high school football. All right, 1st and 10. Norrell, direct snap, bootleg right. Does he get it off in time? He does. Intended receiver, and unable to make that catch, Ryan Edson. Norrell had him just a little bit too far on that throw, so we've seen some schemes here offensively where Drew Norrell, typically a slot receiver, plays quarterback a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty interesting, and I mean, right there, perfectly dialed up, just couldn't connect, but a break for the Raider defense.
2nd and 10 from the 48. 2 receivers right, 2 left here for the Warriors. Donning the orange tops, white bottoms. Waits back in at quarterback. Steps up, fires, and it's through the fingertips of his intended receiver, Asher David. So right now, things just aren't clicking offensively for Westwood. And a big reason why, credit the Cedar Ridge defense making it really hard for the Warriors to get anything going.
And I want to highlight the secondary. As I've mentioned, Waits is having time to throw in the pocket. Can't make his connections right now, but I would like Coach Vardaman to bring in a blitz right here.
Well, he could bring in the blitz, but the way in which this Warriors team is set up right now, I'm not sure that's the right play. The odd setup with all the linemen to the left. Center still centering the ball. Throws it deep. Uh-oh, there's hand. I mean, I don't even know what to call that. Alex Smith, the sophomore backup quarterback, came in to quarterback that play.
There's a flag on the play.
There is.
Right at the snap.
That's the second time we've seen that formation. It didn't work the first time. It didn't work that time either. And it looks like it is a penalty on the defense because...
someone wasn't set?
Possibly. Yeah. Okay. So it'll be 3rd down and 5, a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the Raiders' 43. Under 8 to go here in this second quarter. 14-0 lead for the Raiders.
Back in that 4-3 defense.
Waits, bobbles the snap, able to get it off, though, to his favorite target, Weston Franz, and Franz shimmies and shakes his way across the 35, near the 30-yard line. That's a first down. The chains are moving, and here come the Warriors.
And just a simple pitch and catch there. Another weight room play there from Franz to get some more yards.
Let's see what this Cedar Ridge defense is made of. Currently pitching a shutout. 7.5 to go here in this second quarter. Up 2 touchdowns thanks to Dylan Snoga using his feet and Dylan Snoga finding Williams and Harrison to make it 14-0. 2 receivers left here for the Warriors. Waits. And there's a fumble. The ball's loose. Alex Nelson stripped that football. Wade Allen, nearly trouble, able to fall on it. And that nearly was a second costly turnover for this Westwood offense.
Set up a 2nd and long here.
Oh boy. Warriors avoid trouble. And now they go with their 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left package.
So double stack action.
Maps Mias on the right hip. Waits. Tucks. Keeps it himself across the 30. Across the 25. And oh my, Jalen Hamilton. Hit stick. That could not have felt good. Ouch.
That's one he's going to feel in the morning.
Savvy athletic play by Cooper Waits on the QB keeper, but he was met by an absolute dump truck in the UTEP commit. Jalen Hamilton, that will linebacker, making his presence felt. So it's 3rd and 4 from the 26. 6 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Raiders 14, Warriors nothing.
I'd watch out for Franz here. He's made some big catches already this game to keep the chains moving.
Drew Norrell in motion. Here's Waits. Looks for Franz. And Cisneros is meeting Franz around the 17-yard line. Looks to be another first down for the Warriors. And the drive continues.
And again, another pitch and catch from Waits to Franz. Right now, that curl route seems to be like his bread and butter.
5:41 left in this opening half. It's been a fun one if you're just joining us. 2 high-powered offenses, and so far it's been the defense for Cedar Ridge that has really been the star of this football game. Let's see if they can stop the Warriors from finding the end zone here late in this second quarter. Cooper waits. Wade Allen behind him. Waits. Hands it off to Allen. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what we have here. Looks to be a quick huddle between the officials. Offside on the defense. So the Warriors inch closer. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16 now. Scratch that 1st and 5 from the 11. check my eyesight tomorrow. Waits, hands it off to Allen. Allen bounces around the outside. Does he have enough room? No. Pushed out. Josh Gentry, that senior free safety, cutting him off around the 5-yard line. So a gain of about 6 as the clock continues. 5:19 to go here in this second quarter.
Goal to go distance here.
Norrell, who is that? Allen, direct snap, fumbles it, was looking to throw it. It's Norrell. And there we go again. Westwood tried something different. Sometimes you just got to stick to what you know.
Good break for the Raiders defense there. It's going to set up about a second and long, yeah.
Good math.
My favorite shortcut there.
There's no easy way out, but there is a shortcut home. And just say second and long. Caleb, do we understand that movie reference? Are you old enough?
Yes, we do actually. I am cultured in that department.
Okay. That's we figured, but I just wanted to make sure. It's a Rocky reference. Okay, waits on 2nd and 16. Fires over the middle. Ouch. Norrell made the grab, and meeting him around the hips was Josh Gentry.
What an electric player Josh Gentry is. That's what he's all about. Pursuit angles, hard hitting, going to wherever the ball is, just like Coach Vardaman likes.
The Cedar Ridge defense has played angry tonight. I think across the first 3 weeks they said enough is enough. 3rd and long from the 11. Another botch snap. Waits. What is he going to do with it? He just throws it away. Who wants it? Oh, nearly a botch play with a Band-Aid, but unable to make the grab on that far side was Asher David. So Warriors somehow avoid trouble. Will they put the kicking team out on the field? It would be a 28-yard field goal. And it looks like they're bringing the kicking unit out. It'll be a 28-yarder. Joshua Jack, the senior, getting set. Asher David, he's your holder here for the Warriors. Can the Warriors put some points on the board here? The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and the kick is through the uprights. It's good. Captain Jack puts the Warriors on the board. 4:31 left to play here in the second quarter. It's Raiders 14, Warriors 3. This is Cedar Ridge football right here on Vype Live. Welcome back to the Palace, where it's Raiders 14, Warriors 3. 4:31 left to play here in this opening half. Tyler Feldman, Kalen Hernandez, Colton Borger on the camera tonight. And wearing a sweet Hawaiian shirt. I wish everyone could see it at home. It is just, you want to talk style. We've seen style offensively from the Raiders tonight, both offensively and defensively, but still, I'm not sure, Kalen, it matches the style that we've seen from Colton's Hawaiian shirt that he's rocking.
Yeah, no, that thing is awesome, Colton.
But come on, sell it a little bit more. That thing is awesome. Come on, Kalen. It's a fantastic shirt.
It's great. It looks breathable.
I want him to rip it off, and I want to button it up.
I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous.
You should be. Mm-hmm. And if you're watching, you shouldn't be that jealous because you've been in for a treat tonight. What a ball game here. 25-6A, both the Warriors and the Raiders looking for their first district win of the season, as the kick is a low one. Bobbled by Hall, fielded around the 10-yard line. He comes up with speed. Hall cuts outside. Hall across the 40, across midfield, Will anyone catch him? Hall still going. Hall still going. Hall all the way to the house. Oh my, Christian Hall down the hall, through the doors, and into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh no. There's a flag on the play. Say it ain't so. Don't bring this back.
Hopefully they didn't get anyone for a block in the back there.
Don't bring it back.
Please. Officials discussing.
90 yards to the house. Phenomenal blocking up front. And it looks like it's on the Warriors. Penalty's been declined. And it looks like the extra point is getting set up here. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Did I speak too soon?
Oh, it's going to be
double penalties.
Offset. Is that a re-kick?
Oh,
oh man.
Oh,
man, that was electric though, but
looks like we're going to have a re-kick. Offsetting penalties.
Classic.
Classic? Well, Christian Hall, what a run.
And he can do it all. I mean, just part of that three-headed monster in the backfield, and right there was able to show off the wheels.
That's too bad.
Darn.
We're putting that on the highlight reel regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it
yeah.
didn't count, but we call the shots up here in the broadcast booth, okay?
Throw it on the mixtape.
We'll throw it on the mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know I could make a mixtape, did you, Taylor? You didn't
Did
think
not.
I had that in there.
Did not, Tyler. Wow, you never fascinate me with your skills and abilities.
You're saying I never
Or
fascinate?
you always fascinate me.
That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
Getting burned out here on the broadcast.
Never failed to fascinate
Okay.
me. There we go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The English language.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Jack, 28-yard field goal, made it 14-3. Christian Hall returned at 90 yards. There were offsetting penalties on the kick return that ended in a touchdown for the Raiders. So let's do it again. From the 40, this time. Jack, a short kick, finds Therese Harrison. And Harrison, can he repeat what Hall did? A little bit more traffic up the middle. So no touchdown. Instead, it'll be the Cedar Ridge offense taking the field again with 4:11 left to go in this ball game. They'll get going around the 37-yard line. Let's see what they can do here. So almost magic. It could have been a 21-3 ball game. Instead, it's still 14-3, but we get to see this exhilarating Raiders offense again.
Yeah, just the defense coming off a bend but don't break mentality on the last drive, only allowed 3 points, and now Matt Leonard's definitely going to want to capitalize before halftime.
Will Matt Leonard go back to that bag of tricks? Guy should join the circus. 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick pass to Patterson. Patterson following great blocking up front, looking like a bowling ball across the 45. Knocked down a trio of Warriors as the clock continues to tick. Under 4 minutes to go in this opening half. It's 14-3 Raiders. Looking for more. 2nd and 2 from the 46. Here's Snoga. Snoga. Back to Patterson. Wheeling around the outside and pushed out of bounds around the 48-yard line. Is that enough for a first down? They mark him a yard shy, so it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 47. 3.5 to play in this second quarter. Big 3rd down here for the Warriors defensively. If Cedar Ridge can get it here, that would be huge. Here's Snoga from the shotgun. Back to Patterson. Patterson patient. Patterson looking for a seam. And with forward progress, it looks like
Please tell them we're coming back in. Break down what happened.
if you've been with us here tonight, we do apologize. For those technical difficulties. Colton's Hawaiian shirt is just so flaming hot that we had some service errors in the broadcast booth. We will have him change shirts at halftime. Under 3 to go here. Devonish. Running back screen. Finds a seam. Good blocking up front. Gets close to the gets close to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and about 10. Two and a half to go here. Snoga. Devonish in motion. 3 receivers left. He looks right. McGill drops it. Smart play by McGill. No whistle if that was a forward or backward pass, so he falls on it. So the Raiders are going backward with 2:25 left. Third and 10. Here we go from the 24. 2:25 left in this second quarter. Snoga has McGill in motion. Warriors are blitzing. Heavy pressure, and Snoga just has to get rid of it. That was the most pressure we've seen from the Warriors here in this ball game tonight. So let's see if we see Cooper Togus. He did connect on a 48-yarder earlier in the season, so we know he's got the leg. And this will be a 41-yarder. Togus is coming out on the field, and I love the setup with Togus. If you squint really hard, you can see his right foot has a white shoe. His left foot has a black shoe.
It's that kicking shoe.
It's that kicking contrast. So here we go. 41-yarder for Cooper Togus. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and kick is good. That would have been good from 50. Togus toes it through the upright. And with 2:17 to go here in the opening half, it's Raiders 17. It's Warriors 3. This is Cedar Ridge football right here on Vype Live.
With some color, add some spice.
So Cooper Togus, 41-yarder. And it's a 17-3 lead now for the Raiders all over the Westwood Warriors. Cooper Togus, Kalen, you like having a kicker that can make it from deep.
Yeah, just drilled it right down the middle there. Sets up a two-score advantage for the Raiders, and now Coach Vardaman's defense got to get a big stop before halftime. All three timeouts for Westwood.
Togus kicks it deep. This time enough room for the Warriors to return it across the 35-yard line. Colton Case on the case. A nice little return for the Warriors. So decent field position with 2:10 left to play before halftime and 10 seconds before that 2-minute timeout.
Looks like they'll run one more before the 2-minute timeout.
You don't think they can get two in there?
Perhaps, perhaps.
Colton's like, absolutely not. It's very distracting having a Hawaiian button up in the broadcast booth. Very distracting. 1st and 10 from the 35. Cooper waits. Takes a snap, drops back, finds Norrell. Norrell, that curl route, cuts in, cuts back out, stiff arm across midfield, and finally Cisneros is able to throw him down around the 43-yard line. So the senior slot receiver, Drew Norrell, finally converts on one of those big-time slot plays, curl plays for this Westwood offense. And you were right, one play, 2-minute timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll have more Raiders football right after this on Vype Live. 1:59 left here in this opening half. An opening half where we've seen 2 touchdowns for the Raiders and a field goal for the Warriors, and then a field goal for the Raiders. So that brings it to 17-3. I'm Tyler Feldman. He's Kalen Hernandez. We've got Colton Borger on the camera and Shane Shulwinski making sure this broadcast airs as cleanly as possible. He's back in studio, pushing all the buttons and making sure we sound good, and I would say look good, but that's Colton's job. So it's a full team effort here tonight. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wheel route. Waits, looks for it, fires, catch is made. Missed tackle there from Aiden O'Brien-Brown, but a well-executed play there. Maps Mias making the grab for the Warriors, and another first down for the Warriors. Clock continues to tick. 1:51 for some more fun here in the opening half. 14-point lead here for the Raiders, but the Warriors driving again. 32 yards to go for Westwood. Cooper waits, snap, hands it off. Mias around the outside, across the 30, close to the 25, taken out of bounds by Josh Gentry and Gabriel Cisneros.
Knocking right on red zone territory.
As the Warriors call a timeout, they'll talk things over. 1:32 left in this opening half. Raiders leading by 2 touchdowns. We'll have more District 25 6A football right after this. So the Raiders have 92 seconds to stop this Warriors offense. Driving again late in this second half. Cedar Ridge leading rival Westwood on Westwood's homecoming night here at the Palace, 17-3. So glad you're with us this evening on Vype Live. 2nd and 4 from the 26. Cooper waits. He's got Wade Allen on his right hip. 3 receivers left. Waits, heavy pressure, steps up in the pocket, tripped up. Jeremiah Passmore extending an arm, grabbing that shoelace, and saying, "You stop right there. You stop and Waits."
Too clever.
It's getting late. It's getting late. It's only the first half, but it's getting late in the first half. 69 seconds to go here in the opening half. Waits. He's got 4 receivers to throw to. Heavy pressure again. Steps up again. Finds enough space this time, though. And he gets enough for the first down on 3rd down. And the chains will be moving forward. So heavy pressure from the Raiders. They did everything right, seemingly. But Waits was able to do a little bit more right to move those chains.
Yeah, showing off the elusiveness there. And now we're right under 1 minute left on the clock.
That's great clock awareness, Kalen. Excellent. 1st and 10 now from the 14. Red zone time for the team in orange. Waits, snap, hands it off to Allen. Allen around the outside, and stretches over the pylon for the Warriors' first touchdown of this ball game. 14 yards, and it's no longer a 14-point lead for Cedar Ridge.
Just an outside zone right there, and right there the receivers are able to seal the edge, and a big touchdown before half for Westwood. They line up.
Critical touchdown for Westwood. Going into the locker room, down a touchdown rather than 2 touchdowns. Hey, that's pretty big. Joshua Jack for the extra point. It is up and it is good. So 48 seconds left here in this second quarter. Raiders 17, Warriors 10. We'll be right back here on Vype Live. 48 seconds left. Now just a 7-point lead. Wade Allen, 14-yard touchdown run, making it 17-10. So glad you're still with us here on Vype Live. This is shaping up to be a fantastic finish between two teams that really don't like each other. Cedar Ridge, Westwood. They both call the Palace home. Tonight, Westwood's the home team, but it's Cedar Ridge in front. Short kick, fielded on that far sideline. Carter Copeland. And with 44 seconds left, let's see what the Raiders cook up. Matt Leonard in this offense with not a lot of time left, but hey, Kayla, decent field position. Enough to do something.
Maybe he has another one of those tricks up his sleeve right before halftime.
Will the circus return to the Palace before we enter the locker rooms? 71 yards to go. 1st and 10 from their own 39. 4 receivers set for this Cedar Ridge offense. Noah Devonish on the left hip of Dylan Snoga. Snoga looks for Devonish in the flat. Devonish, he is shifty, and he gets close to the 45-yard line, and a quick timeout by Cedar Ridge, so the clock stops at 36. What do you do if you're Cedar Ridge? 55 yards to go.
Big play, Jake. 3 words. Big play, Jake. I think right now would be the perfect time to dial in some play action. I'm sure Matt Leonard's cooking up something right now. Maybe even
8:13, a little bit late for dinner, unless you're a family that likes to eat past 8 o'clock. I guess it's a Friday night, but if you're Matt Leonard, I guess he's allowed to cook into the night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Open late.
That's what Matt Leonard. That's a status quo. He likes to cook. He's been cooking today, and going into halftime, I mean, putting up another 7 points on the board would be massive in this rivalry.
Maybe a nice chili. What I like to do with my chili, you throw in some golden raisins, and they get plump and sweet, a little sweetness to the spice in the chili. Try it next time. 2nd and 5 from the 44. Here's Snoga. He looks left. He fires left. And open is Copeland, and he makes the grab. Across midfield, out of bounds, at about the 41-yard line of the Warriors. So a perfectly executed pass play. Carter Copeland, the junior wideout.
Welcome to the game, Carter Copeland.
His 8th grab of the season has now eclipsed 100 receiving yards. As Snoga back to Devonish in the flat. Devonish will just take it, get about 2 yards, runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line, so the clock stops at 25. Hey, Raiders are doing something here. They've got a shot to put more points on the board. 25 seconds left. 2nd and 8 from the 39. Snoga, Leonard in this Raiders offense going no huddle. 4 receivers set. Here we go.
Watch those seam routes.
Snoga, snap, drops back, fires deep, looking for his guy. Big play, Jake. Overthrows and nearly intercepted. Oh my. Snoga fortunate that unable to haul that in was Dre Kiles, the sophomore quarterback. Basically hit his hands and bounced out of his hands.
And Snoga caught a break there. There was 2 receivers in the same area, so I'm not sure who he was targeting there, but otherwise sets up a big 3rd and 8 right here.
3rd down for the Raiders. 19 seconds to go. Empty set. And the Warriors now call a timeout. We're going to call a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on Vype Live. Raiders leading Warriors by 7 with 19 seconds left in this opening half. Third down and 8 from the 39. If the Raiders don't get it here, Togus has already connected on a 41-yarder tonight. We've seen him connect on a 48-yarder earlier this season. it would be from here a 56-yarder. I'd love to see him try. But let's see if Snoga can move the chains. 19 seconds left. Empty set. Burchett in motion, going from left to right. Burchett. Snoga now has all kinds of space to the left, and Snoga scampers out of bounds. It looks like he was 1 or 2 yards shy of that first down marker. They say he went out of bounds at the 33-yard line, so 2 yards shy. It would be a 50-yarder for Togus, and Togus is coming out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A chance to connect from 50. It would be his longest field goal of the season.
Going to be on the left hash here.
14 seconds left on 4th and 2 from the 33. A 50-yard try for Cooper Togus. And Derek Ward, head coach of these Warriors, will call a timeout to try and freeze Togus.
It's going to make him think about it a little more, you know?
And look at Togus. Can we zoom in on Togus right now? He's not even bothered. He's still on that left hash. His head has not turned whatsoever. His body has, but his head has not. The white shoe on the right foot. The left black-sized foot shoe. Talking's complicated sometimes. 8 seconds to go. It's a 50-yard field goal try. And special teams for Westwood comes back out onto the field. Jake McGill, the holder, on that left hash mark. Right at the 40-yard line. Again, 50-yard try here to end this second half. Cooper Togus. Here we go. The snap, good. The hold, good. The kick up. The kick low, but the kick off the upright. It had enough, but it rings the left upright and shatters away. And so that close to Cedar Ridge taking a 10-point lead, and that close to the Raiders. Cooper Togus connecting from 50 yards out. It hit the outside of that left post. So it was close. It had enough leg.
You know, just one of those moments where I guess icing the kicker works. Yeah, they're going to go up 7. Looks like they go up 7 at half. Westwood might just want to take a knee here.
It does look like there's a flag, though, on the play. There are 2 seconds left. Let's see what the officials are conversing about. Brian Vardaman trying to inch as close as possible to that officiating circle, trying to hear what they're talking about. We're yards and yards away. Is Togus going to have a chance to re-kick here?
Comes the announcement.
He's still on the field. Roughing the kicker.
Roughing, wow.
Wow, on Westwood. How about that? The Westwood crowd on the home side, not happy whatsoever. Look at this. 15 yards. So the ball goes from the 33 to the 18-yard line. And Cooper Togus will now have a 35-yard field goal try. Can you believe it?
He's going to be closer, but this is going to be redemption for him.
Still on that left hash mark. This time standing on the 25-yard line. 2 seconds left. The snap good, the hold good, the kick up, the kick is good. So after a roughing the kicker penalty, the Raiders take advantage and end the half with the 35-yard field goal courtesy of Cooper Togus. So after 2 full quarters of play, it's Cedar Ridge 20, it's Westwood 10. Kalen, any thoughts on what we saw there? You have to be excited about this Cedar Ridge defense, and you have to be excited about this offense when Dylan Snoga is the quarterback.
Yeah, it's that versatility that Snoga brings to the offense that's been evident in this first half. And as you mentioned, Coach Vardaman has to be, obviously, you know, any defensive-minded coach doesn't want to allow any points, but only 10 at halftime, you know, getting that big field goal right before half. This is good going into the locker room.
Dylan Snoga starting off this game with a 42-yard touchdown run. That made it 7-0. And then Snoga on a little bag of tricks to Zakai Williams, and then Zakai Williams, the wide receiver, pass to Therese Harrison. Beautiful touchdown pass, made it 14-0. 28-yard field goal for the Warriors, cut the lead to 14-3. Togas connected from 41 yards to make it 17-3, and then a touchdown run for Mr. Allen for the Warriors, a 14-yard wheel run around the outside, cut the Raiders' lead to 17-10, and then right before the half, Cooper Togas, his second field goal of the game, this time from 35 yards. That's how we're at 20-10. The bands are up next, and we'll see you after the bands right here. A 20-10 ball game. The Raiders out in front of the Warriors. This is Vype Live, and we will see you after the marching bands.
Tonight, our two-time overall grand champion World Days team will be hosting future World Champions for our annual World Champions. They will now perform the Lift Eat Classic Funky Town, performed by our electrifying Raider Band. their 2025 defensive program with a holder. Featuring Westwood and patterns of run and long lines that beautiful him. The Cedar Ridge Raider Band and Pole Ball is a political Bands of America championship final. The band has received a UIL State Western Conference finalist for 2018, 2021, 2023, and 2024, as well as the Don Riders for 2022. They were the UIL local regional championship winner last year. The Don Riders was officially Alabama State Senate semifinalist and the Pole Ball were open class semifinalists at WGA in 2022. The Women Congress Grand Squad is an environment showcase at the 2025 2026 PA Championship. Please join the nominated band tomorrow with the Bands of America Roundrock Weekly at Kelly Stadium right here at 10 a.m. They'll be joined by the Westwood Band as well, who introduced both bands. Good luck in the competition tomorrow. Make sure if you'd like to come out and support the city Raider Band tomorrow, 10 a.m. right here at 10 a.m. Cedar Ridge Raider Band. is a month on cover. And if you're looking for a customized design or complimentary design, they have you covered. The number of the week is Lydia Upton. The person number of the week is Adrian Miller. Winner of the week is John Vitello. And official week is the saxophone. Assistant principal is Dr. Sean Miller. Assistant principal is Christian Whipperhill. Assistant principals are James Ryerson, John Marzon, Erica Johnston, Will Harneo, Ron Jones, and Byron Harper. Let's give it one more time for our Steelers Royal Team and almighty Raider Band. And now, announcing our 2025 Westwood Homecoming Royalty. Our winners are Amy Dow and Ryan Drew.
Second half about to get underway here at the Palace. This is Cedar Ridge Raiders football right here on Vype Live. The Raiders leading the Westwood Warriors on Westwood homecoming night 20-10 after one half of play as the Warriors and Raiders have sprinted back out onto the field. An exciting first half. So glad you're with us on this Friday evening here on Vype Live. A District 25 6A battle, and it's been a good one here in this opening half. I'm Tyler Feldman. He's Caitlin Hernandez. And let's do some scores around the area before we get things going here in this third quarter. Right now, it's halftime between Temple and Austin High. It's the Maroons trailing Temple 21-0. Also halftime, Bastrop leading Crockett 36-3. Hutto at the half on top of Mater 42-0. And some other games as well in 25 6A. Round Rock is leading 24-3 over McNeil, a McNeil team that scored 70 points against Westwood just last week. So Round Rock 0-3 to start this season, looking for their first win of the season. A win for Round Rock would give them their first district win of the season. Speaking of getting their first district win of the season, Cedar Ridge and Westwood battling tonight, looking to move to 1-1 in district play. So that is the situation here on this Week 4 Friday night at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Cedar Ridge getting set to receive the Raiders, the road team in this game against Westwood here this evening. Joshua Jack getting set to jack one off his right foot and get things going here to start this third quarter. Jack with a field goal in the first half, a low kick off the turf. It's fielded around the 20-yard line by Therese Harrison, and Harrison gets chokehold and ripped down to the ground. Ferocious start, special teams-wise for the Warriors, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Raiders to get things going here to start this third quarter. Kalen, it's all about Dylan Snoga. We bumped into his dad, the Booster Club president, up here in the press box area at halftime, and he's liking what he's seeing.
He's loving what he's seeing, Tyler, yeah. Going into the locker room up 10, getting ball at halftime. This is a big drive to potentially go up 17 here.
First play of the second half. It's a handoff to Noah Devenish. Misdirection to the left side and whipped out of bounds for about a 3-yard gain. So the clock continues to tick, and these Cedar Ridge Raiders, what an impressive first half, both offensively and defensively. Dylan Snoga, a 42-yard touchdown run to kick things off to make it 7-0, and then we had that trick play to make it 14-0. Here we go, 30 seconds in on 2nd and 5. Snoga for Tyler Burchett, nearly picked off, but Burchett hangs on and throws that shoulder down for a couple more yards across the 30, and it looks like he got enough for the first down on that second down pass play. Chains are moving. Took them a second, but here we go. About a minute into this second half. 10-point lead if you're just joining us for the Raiders on top of the Warriors. Dylan Snoga with trips left. He's got Jake McGill to his right. Looks for McGill, and he overthrows it. And again, there defensively with another interception attempt. Drake Kyles, he's had a couple good looks, and luckily he just didn't see that ball quick enough, but it was intended for Jake McGill, one of your favorite guys on this Raiders team, Caleb.
Of course, yeah, you know, we've got big play Jake. We've got that three-headed monster back there with Christian Hall, Noah Devenish, Therese sometimes going in the backfield, and right now it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Split close.
From the 31, Snoga fakes the handoff to Devenish, tucks it and runs and gets bulldozed down across the 35. A hard hit, but Snoga gets up. He's ready to bounce around again. The last couple games, cramping has been an issue for Snoga. We see him out there. It's been such a focus for this entire team this week. Yes, it's still close to triple digits this time of the year here in Central Texas area. And so it's a 3rd down and 5 from the 36. 4 receivers set for Dylan Snoga. Devenish in motion. Blitz from the Warriors, and Snoga gets absolutely demolished. The ball pops loose. It's picked up by Andres Torres. Oh my. Cannon Olafson shoots out of a cannon on that 3rd down play, crushes Dylan Snoga, and it'll be a 4th down, and it'll be the punt unit coming out here for the Raiders.
Yeah, right there, just came free right off the edge, and Snoga had no chance.
That blind side, no one touched Olafson, the nickel. So 2+ minutes into this third quarter, it's a punt situation here on 4th and 8 from the 33. Togus boots it deep. Receiving is Maps Mias, and Mias has some space across midfield and finally pushed out of bounds around the 47-yard line. So a nice return on that punt sets up great field position for the Warriors on their opening drive of this second half. How about those bands at halftime, the homecoming parade, if you stuck around and watched? It's what high school football is all about.
These halftime shows are fantastic, Tyler. I mean, the preparation it takes to go out there is... I've got to tip my hat to these kids.
How are you supposed to tip your hat, Caleb, when you're not wearing a hat? Stop tricking us. 4 receivers set here for the Warriors on 1st down. It's a handoff to Allen, and Allen bounces like a pinball in a pinball machine It gets close to the first down marker. I think the Chains are going to move here.
Early in this start the half, already in Raider territory.
It'll be 1st and 10 now from the 37 after a ferocious, bouncing 10-yard run on first down by Wade Allen, the senior running back for these Warriors. Here we go. Same formation. Waits, hands it back off to Allen, and Allen this time gets tripped up. Beating him immediately, Ryder Fitch, the senior D-end, not getting anywhere.
He was not going to let go of him right there. Big stuff down the middle.
8.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. It's still Raiders 20, Warriors 10. It's 2nd down and 9 from the 36 down. Same formation. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Allen right behind Waits, and Allen takes another handoff. And this time finds a seam across the 30, inside the 30, bulldozed down around the 29-yard line. So the Warriors continue to move forward. And the clock continues to tick. 8-minute mark of this third quarter.
Set up a 3rd and 1 here. Seems like they're going to try to run another inside zone, attack the teeth of that Raider front 7.
Let's see if the Warriors brush the teeth. Waits. He's passing this time. Pressure. Steps up. And he's met there. Alex Nelson. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. Neither does Alex Nelson.
And Alex Nelson sniffed that out. Surprised they did not try to pick it up on the ground there. Now decisions early in this half.
Let's see how aggressive the Warriors get here. They went for it on 4th down early on in this ball game. Back in the first quarter, they got it, but that drive then stalled thanks to penalties. As the Warriors call timeout, they'll talk things over. Will they go for it on 4th down from the 30? We'll find out next right here on Vype Live. Hey, look, zebra sighting in North Austin on a Friday night.
That's a rarity.
Sometimes I forget Kalen's low-key pretty funny. 7:07. It's a 4th and 3. Let's see if the Warriors go for it here. It looks like they will. Cooper waits. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. That one to the right's in motion. Looks for the flat. Finds his man in the flat, and the Cedar Ridge Raiders defense says, I don't think so. A huge stop. Maps Mias caught that football, but had nowhere to roam. And it's a turnover on downs.
And that's what you got to love about Coach Vardaman's defense. If you're going to throw short of the sticks on 4th down, you know, these guys see the ball and they're going to swarm towards it. And right there's a perfect example of the kind of mentality Coach Vardaman brings to Raider football.
So here we go. 7:02. It's a fumbled snap. Snoga retrieves it, and he'll just have to throw it away. So almost danger for the Raiders. Luckily, Snoga able to recover, get that ball away, so it'll be a 2nd down and 10 rather than Warrior football or a 2nd and long.
Yeah, he almost lost his balance there. Way to stay on your feet right there and not make this a big negative play.
We'll do it all over again. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Snoga drops back, heavy pressure, just gets it off, and it's incomplete. Intended for Noah Devonish. Outside the outstretched arms of the short yet shifty running back wearing number 1 for these Raiders. It's a 20-10 lead. No score yet here in this third quarter. 6:50 left to go in this first quarter of this second half. It's trips right for the Raiders, and it looks like the Warriors were offside. It's a free play. Snoga airs it deep, intended for Carter Copeland.
Get through the laundry this time. This should be a free play. Free 5 yards.
Should be offside.
Officials discussing.
Warriors are saying it was on the offense. Nope. On the defense. That ball is moving forward. Here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 39. Trips right for the Raiders. Copeland in motion. Handoff goes to Devenish, and Devenish gets met immediately. Maybe gets a yard. Handful of Warriors on the right side of the field there. And so it'll be 4th down. And the punt unit, led by Cooper Togus, is coming out onto the field. Fourth down and 4 from their own 40.
Westwood just hanging around.
Halfway through this third quarter. Togus gets set to punt. The snap is good. Togus lets it fly. Good. Hang time. Good spiral. It's received at the 15. And Maps Mias gets across the 30, close to the 35, and that's where this thing will get going for the Westwood offense. Again, both teams still looking to put points on the board here in the second half. We're at the 5:50 mark remaining here in the third quarter. Still waiting to see which team would like to score first in the third quarter. It's Raiders 20, it's Warriors 10. Kalen, how impressed have you been with this Raiders defense that's coming back out onto the field?
And it's keeping them ahead right now. You know, only holding them to 10, despite the offense struggling right now, is massive. It's what Vardaman wants, and you know the kids are going to go out there once again and try to give the ball right back to the offense so they can start clicking.
1st and 10 from the 34. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. Warriors trailing the Raiders by 10. Here's Cooper Waits from the shotgun. Hands it off to Mias, and Mias, no, that's Allen. Allen, uh-oh. Allen is flying downfield, and Allen all the way to the house with a 76-yard touchdown. The Warriors, big-time splash play, and they're right back in this ball game.
And yeah, that's where fatigue can start to set in for the defense. I mean, first play right down the middle. As soon as he got past the first line of defense, goodbye, Irene.
Goodbye, Irene. Speaking with head coach Brian Vardaman earlier this week, he did tell me his defense had to stop giving up those big splash plays. And they did such a great job in the opening half of avoiding that, as the extra point from Jack is up and good. It's now a 3-point lead for the Raiders, 20-17. Vardaman telling me they had to avoid those splash plays. The first half, all good. Here we go in the third quarter. We see a splash play for the Warriors, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game. We'll have more Cedar Ridge Raiders football coming up here next on Vype Live. So a 76-yard touchdown run from Wade Allen, the senior running back for the Westwood Warriors, makes it a 20-17 ball game. That's Allen's second touchdown run of this game here tonight. Let's see how the Raiders respond on offense. They've been quiet offensively to start this second half. A short kick on the ground, fielded by Copeland, and Copeland across the 40 Great starting field position around the 44-yard line for these Raiders. Let's see what they can do this time around.
Yeah, I think we might get to see Snoga cook right here.
Let's see if offensive coordinator Matt Leonard goes back to that bag of tricks. Feels like it might be necessary. Seven Nations Army blaring from the speakers here at the Palace. 1st and 10 from the 42. 5:35 left to play here in the third quarter. The Raiders clinging to a 3-point lead. Play action. Snoga hits his man, Christian Hall. Hall weaving in and out across midfield, but he loses the football, and thankfully the Raiders pounce on it. Great awareness by Isaac Elliott, the senior left tackle. That would have been bad. Luckily, it's not that bad for these Raiders. They go no huddle. 2nd and 5 from the 47. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Therese Harrison in motion. Warriors blitzing. Handoff goes to Devonish quickly. It was the right call at the right time. He gets a couple yards, trying to shift his way across midfield, setting up a 3rd and short.
Another early 3rd down here for the Raiders offense.
Raiders going no huddle. Clock continues to tick. 3rd and 3 from their own 49. Snoga from the shotgun. And it looks like it was a false start on the offense. That's what the Warriors defense is saying. They're all pointing to the left. False start offense. Raiders will go back 5 yards. It'll still be 3rd down. 4:36 left in this third quarter. It's Raiders 20. It's Warriors 17. Here we go. 3rd and 8 from their own 44. Snoga, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Takes the snap, drops back, looks left, fires left, and the catch is made. Therese Harrison in traffic, and that's a 1st down for the Raiders. What a play.
What an unbelievable catch from Therese Harrison there. And wait for Snoga to put it right on the money where only his receiver can get it.
Raiders continue the no huddle, keeping the Warriors defense on their feet. Warriors blitzing. Quick handoff to Devonish. Devonish steamrolling near the 40-yard line. So here we go. Devonish's helmet comes off, so he has to go off the field. Luckily for the Raiders, they have 3 really talented running backs. So out onto the field comes Devin Patterson. A bunch of whistles. Officials are meeting around the football. With 4:03 left to play here in this third quarter. 2nd down and 5 from the Warriors 41. From the shotgun, Snoga, snap, hand off to Patterson. Patterson tries to find a hole, unable to do so. That defensive line for the Warriors stuffing Patterson on that 2nd down run play, so it sets up a 3rd and short. Let's see if this drive can continue for Cedar Ridge, leading Westwood by 3. 3:35 left in this third quarter. 3rd down and 3. Snoga, shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolls left, dumps it off for Burchett, and Burchett! Tyler Burchett makes the catch and gets pushed out of bounds after getting the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
Another crucial possession catch. For those of you that play Madden, that's that A button right there. Making sure to secure it and keep these chains moving.
This has been a great drive for the Warriors. Trips right on 1st and 10 from the 35. 3:24 left in this third quarter. It's Raiders 20, Warriors 17. Here's Snoga. The snap, the handoff to Patterson. Cuts left and gets a few yards before getting dragged down around the 32-yard line. Raiders continue to go no huddle. They've got 4 receivers to the right. It's Zakai Williams, the sophomore, to the left. Empty set for Dylan Snoga. Snoga takes the snap. Quick pass to Williams, and he makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. So they had 4 receivers to the right. It goes to the sophomore post route. Beautiful execution, and the drive continues.
Good execution to set him up for the one-on-one there, and he wins his matchup, and now they're operating deep inside Westwood territory.
1st and goal from the 10. 2:30 left on the clock here in the third quarter. It's trips right again for Snoga in this Raiders offense. Therese Harrison in motion, right to left. Here's Snoga, rolling left, looking for Harrison, but no! He finds Tyler Burchett instead! Wide open to the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown, and the Raiders extend their lead to 26-17. What a drive for Cedar Ridge.
And what a response. I mean, just when it seemed like the momentum was about to shift, Matt Leonard's offense dials in and puts up another touchdown on the board to keep the lead at 10.
Clock management, check. Big time execution, check. Touchdown, check. And here comes Cooper Togus out for the extra point as the Raiders look to go up 10 here with 2:23 left in this third quarter. High snap, McGill gets it down, and the kick is up. The kick is good. 2:23 to go here in the third. It's Raiders 27, it's Warriors 17. You are watching Cedar Ridge football right here on Vype Live. We are back. Another good one here between these two 25-6A rivals. If you remember last year, Cedar Ridge hung on for a 35-28 win over Westwood. And so far, we've seen a lot of the same between these two teams that really don't like each other. It is 27 for the Raiders. It is 17 for the Warriors. I'm Tyler Feldman. He's Kalen Hernandez, and this has been a great ball game tonight. Two teams that are really jockeying for position in this 25-6A district. You look atop the board here, Vista Ridge coming in 2-0 in district play. Vandegrift also undefeated in district play. There are some good teams at the top. Vista Ridge now 4-0 after taking care of business last night. So this is a competitive district, and so these two teams are two to watch to see who could maybe fill out the rest of the top half of this district, Caitlin.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And Coach Vardaman's defense is going to get, once again, another crack at it. Interested to see if Westwood keeps things on the ground or maybe gets a little antsy here. Still plenty of time to go, though.
You have to keep things in perspective here. This Raiders defense has only allowed 17 points so far. Last week they gave up 63. Week 2 they gave up 58. Week 1 they gave up 31, so massive improvements on the defensive side of the ball for the Raiders as Waits hands it off. Allen across the 30, gets about 6-7 yards on that first down run play as we approach the 2-minute mark remaining here in this third quarter.
Gain of 8 yards. It will be 2nd and 2 for Westwood.
.153. It's a second down run play. Allen stuffed. Brody Carraz physical in there. Josh Gentry getting all up in there. Ryder Gillespie getting all up in there. The Raiders getting all up in there. Setting up a 3rd and short. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 34. .80 seconds left here in this third quarter. 10-point lead for the Raiders. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Oh, man, stiff arm from Allen. Allen gets the first down. Uh-oh, that's going to be a flag. That is a silly play That is a silly play by Ryder Gillespie. No need for that. And now it's going to give the Warriors even better field position.
They're going to throw that every time.
You've got to be smarter. A first down run, a tough stiff arm. Your ego gets checked. But now it's better field position for a team you're trying to beat in district.
That's going to put him deep into Raider territory now.
So it'll put the ball on the Raiders' 34-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 receivers left for Cooper Waits. Waits hands it off to Mias. Mias, a seam to the right, across the 30, and ripped down by Aiden O'Brien. Brown, remember, Brown had that interception in the first half that eventually led to a touchdown for the Raiders.
Westwood still not shying away from their identity, keeping it strong on the ground.
40 seconds left here in this third quarter. So glad you're with us here on Vype Live during this Week 4 edition of Texas High School Football. 2nd and 5 from the 29. Play action. Quick pass. Great catch is made. Stumbling and finally catching his feet before being met. It's 10 on 10. No, it's 10 on 17. Powers Wallace pushing away Ryan Edson. It was a great catch by Edson, but Wallace was right there. He had the power to push him out of bounds. 4 seconds left on the game clock. One more play here in this third quarter. No, they'll set the ball. The clock will run out. And that'll do it for 3 quarters of play here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. It's Cedar Ridge 27. It's Westwood 17. We'll have the 4th quarter right after this, right here on Vype Live. One more quarter. 12 more minutes left to play here at the Palace. Who wants to win this ball game? Right now it's Cedar Ridge 27. It's Westwood 17. Homecoming for the Warriors. The Raiders trying to spoil a special night for the orange and white. Tyler Feldman, Kalen Hernandez, Colton Borger, Shane Showinski, the entire Vype Live team. So glad you're with us tonight. Right now, Cedar Ridge is in the process of picking up its first district win of the season. That would set up a district battle next week against Round Rock. Round Rock also searching for its first district win, currently leading McNeil 24-3 in the second half. As Waits on 3rd and 3. It looks like the Warriors do get the first down. Chains continue to move. Let's see if the Raiders can force a turnover. Would that be huge, Kate?
That would be massive right here for Coach Vardaman's defense. Could be the break they need.
First and 10 from the 23. Waits, fires right. has his man. It's Allen. He breaks one tackle before being met by a couple of Raiders. Anchored by the UTEP commit, Jalen Hamilton.
I just saw Coach Vardaman jump 10 feet in the air. I think he's upset about a no call. I think he thinks he saw a holding on that left tackle.
Well, 60 seconds in to this fourth quarter. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 19. Waits, snap, drops back, steps up, tucks it, runs through traffic, and finally tripped up across the 10 for the first down. So the Warriors continue to move the chains. Can the Cedar Ridge defense continue to layer that mortar and set up that brick wall, or will the Westwood Warriors find a seam and find the end zone? 10.5 to go here in this final quarter. From the Palace, we have a player down. We will lift our mics up, take a quick break, and be right back here on Vype Live. Score updates from around the Austin area. Temple leading Austin High in the third quarter 35-7. Bastrop in the third quarter all over Crockett 50-3. In a final here in District 25 6A, Hutto smokes Maynard 56-7. With the win, Hutto improves to 3-1 overall, 2-0 in district play. So Vista Ridge and Hutto now 2-0 in 25 6A. With the loss, Maynard, the Mustangs, fall to 0-1 in district play, 0-3 overall. So Maynard is the final game on the schedule for Cedar Ridge. That's a road game, so we will eventually make our way out to Maynard at some point this season. I'd say in November. Back here at the Palace, though, it's 1st and goal from the 9 for the Warriors. It's been an impressive drive for the orange and white. Can the white, black, and purple stop him? 10:23 and counting. Waits. Hands it off to Mias. Mias. Ball pops loose! Ball pops loose! Oh my! Jalen Hamilton ripped that ball free, and he ripped it out so severely that it whipped back to the offensive line, and an easy recovery for the Warriors.
That might have been one of the cleanest spears I've seen directly towards the football. That thing just jarred loose 10 yards the other way.
Pure strength.
Amazing.
You could say he went mining for that football. UTEP did it.
Exactly.
2nd and goal now from the 11. Under 10 to play. Here's Waits. 2 receivers right, 1 left. He rolls right. He looks into the end zone. Drew Norrell wide open, and he makes the catch for the 11-yard touchdown. Bootleg. Touchdown. And we've got ourselves a ball game yet again.
Right there, Westwood. With Westwood sticking to that run game and trying to establish it. Right there, they hit him with a little bootleg, and yeah, he finds him wide open for a touchdown.
That's Drew Norrell's 4th touchdown catch of the season. Waits his 7th touchdown pass of the season. So the junior and the senior connect as Joshua Jack connects on the extra point, and with 9:31 left to play here in this ball game, it's Raiders 27, Warriors 24. Stick around right here on Vype Live. This one is going down to the wire. So, an 11-yard touchdown pass from Cooper Waits to Drew Norrell makes it a 3-point ball game with 9:31 left to play. Tyler Feldman, Kalen Hernandez. And Kalen, you said it just a minute ago. Westwood has yet to lead in this ball game. The Raiders hanging on for dear life. Certainly a great observation as Jack boots it. It goes into the end zone barely for the touchback. Raiders will get going at their own 25. If you're Cedar Ridge, one, you have to run down the clock here. Manage the clock well, but two, you wouldn't mind creating a little bit more separation, a little bit of a cushion as this ball game gets deeper and deeper into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Matt, wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if Matt Leonard goes deep for his bag of tricks once again.
1st and 10 from the 25. Snoga, quick handoff to Devenish. He cuts right, tries to cut back inside, but the Warriors can't bring. There for the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, here we go. Raiders going back to the no huddle. Approaching 9 minutes left in this ball game. Loss of 2 on that first down run by Devenish. 2nd and 12 for the 23. Snoga drops back, fires over the middle. It's intercepted. Oh no, it's intercepted. Finn Cheney dragged into the end zone for a Warriors touchdown. I do not believe what I just saw.
Unbelievable.
Snoga intercepted, and for the first time tonight, the Warriors have the lead.
And they've been hanging around, like I've said, and you know, there hasn't been much offensive mistakes today, and right there, it's just going to bite. The Raiders find themselves down now.
Finn Cheney, the senior will linebacker, with the pick 6. You can hear the Westwood student section saying, I believe that we will win. Maybe a little bit too early for that, but I don't think Dylan Snoga saw Cheney dropping back in coverage.
Yeah, he just didn't see him there, and you know, when you make a mistake like that, when the margins of error are so slim in a game like this, it haunts you. It haunts you big time.
Let's see how these Raiders respond. They will need to respond. Just the 2nd interception thrown by Dylan Snoga this season. It comes at an inopportune time, but again, there's still 8:50 left in this ball game.
Still plenty of time. This is a pretty big PAT here.
The difference between a 1-possession game and a 2-possession game. Joshua Jack.
Oh, blocked.
And it's blocked. Raiders pick it up. How about that? Just what you needed if you're Cedar Ridge. So the extra point is no good. It's a 3-point ball game. How about that?
That's massive. That is massive for the Raiders. Keeps it a 3-point ball game. Curious to see how Matt Leonard comes out this next drive. Now down 3, 8:50 to go. Big rivalry here. It's go time right now.
It is go time. It's time for Matt Leonard and this Cedar Ridge offense to go back into that circus play. Bag of tricks. See what they can cook up. Again, he's been chefing it up all night, but this is critical game time. Less than 9 minutes to go. All of a sudden, after a pick 6 for the Warriors, it's a 3-point lead for Westwood on Westwood's homecoming night. They certainly would love to go home with the victory. But for Cedar Ridge, let's see the result. We've seen it in games that they've been down big. Now it's go time.
Yeah, definitely go time here. They've scored 13 unanswered. Time for Matt Leonard and company to get a response here.
Hall from his own 5. He returned it once, but it was brought back. Now he has a second try across the 40. Bulldozes his way through 2 tackles, and he's home free. What a tough touchdown run. 95 yards to the house. What in the world is this game now? Raiders back in front. How about that?
I got 2 words for you, Tyler. Weight room. He said, get off of me. Get off of me. I am going to bring my Raiders back to the lead. And wow, what a change of events these last 30 seconds.
A lot of football in 30 seconds. That's Christian Hall's second return for a touchdown tonight. The first one, a flag brought it back. This time, no flags. It's a 95-yard kick return for a touchdown. And just like that, the Raiders regain the lead, and a huge extra point for Togus. It's up and good. It's Raiders 34. It's Warriors 30. Stick around. This one is awesome right here on Vype Live. Wow, this game has turned into something quite spectacular. It was great, but it's now spectacular. I'm Tyler Feldman. He's Kalen Hernandez, and this one has turned into a little bit of a shootout late in this football game thanks to turnovers and special teams. It's Raiders 34, it's Warriors 30, 8:34 left to go in this ball game. Something's got to give, and the defenses need to find that energy on both sides to get some stops.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just a crazy sequence of events these past 30 seconds of playtime. And now, once again, Coach Vardaman's got to tighten up that defense, watch the inside zones, outside zones, watch those stack formations. Truly blessed to be up 4 right now due to that huge return.
Christian Hall has been incredible as Togus boots it into the end zone. Warriors decide to take it back. Here comes Colton Case. Shy of the 30-yard line. On the tackle there for the Raiders. Defensively, Josh Gentry. So here we go, Warriors with 8.5 left to play. Let's see what they do on offense as the Raiders defensively try to get back to what they were doing in the first half. $34-30. So glad you're with us here on Vype Live. This has been a fun one.
Coach Vardaman right now telling his defense, settle down, settle down. Reminding them of what they went through in practice.
1st and 10. Raiders blitzing. They hand it off, and they get to Wade Allen immediately. He maybe gets a yard. But a great read by Alex Nelson and company by the Raiders.
Yeah, he just sniffed that one out, and good push there from the line.
Good blitz there from Aiden O'Brien. Brown from the secondary dropping in. Sets up his 2nd down and 9 for the 28. 2 receivers left, 2 right. It's Wade Allen on the left hip of Cooper Waits. Waits, snap, looks left, fires left. Great defense. Great pass coverage. Jalen Hamilton. Yes, sir.
Just like that, it's going to set up a 3rd and long for the Westwood Warriors.
Critical stop opportunity here for Cedar Ridge defensively. Under 8 to play. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 from the 28. Same formation. 2 left, 2 right. Allen on the left hip. Here's Waits. Takes the snap, looks right, steps up, has space, powers. Wallace is there for the takedown on 3rd down. Huge stop by the junior Mike.
Massive stop here for the Raiders defense. Just what they needed. It's going to send the punt team out there, and now Snoga, Leonard, and company going to have a chance to make this a 2-possession game with just about half the quarter remaining.
7:15 and counting. Joshua Hansen getting set to punt for the Warriors. It's Therese Harrison back to receive for Cedar Ridge.
Keep an eye out for some potential trickery here.
4th and 7. Here's Hansen. Gets it off. Low hang time. Harrison receives at his own 28. Runs backwards about 10 steps. Now runs forwards. And he gets pushed forward across the 40 near the 43-yard line. So with 6:48 left to play, the Raiders will get a chance to control the clock, slow this game down, and run down the clock. Can they do it?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They're going to have great field position just right behind midfield. And I'd like to keep an eye on Jake McGill this drive.
Trips left on 1st and 10 from their own 42. Snoga hands it off to Devenish. Devenish cuts his way outside. A nice little 5-6 yard gain. Clock runs as the Raiders run forward. Going no huddle. Devenish on the left hip of Snoga. 2nd and 4 from the 48. Back to Devenish, and he gets stuffed. Helmet comes off of a Raiders offensive lineman. Looks to be Anthony Hernandez. He'll have to run off. And running on is Cameron Aspra, the senior. 6:18 left. Patterson going on for Hall. It's 3rd and 4 from the 46.
Watch that one-on-one matchup up top.
Oh, Westwood was offside. Free play. Snoga throws it deep. Hands there. McGill nearly made the play. He was getting held. There should have been a flag there. Definitely Westwood offside. Let's see what the officials say.
Snoga taking advantage of those free plays given to them today. That hard count has to be heavy right now.
Warriors were blitzing clearly. It is offside on the defense.
I'll give them another first. Keep the chains moving.
Costly mistake there on a 3rd down. Cedar Ridge, Raiders Nation. Excited here, under 6 to play. 1st and 10 from the Warriors 47. Patterson takes the snap, and it's a direct snap. He fakes it to Devenish, and steamrolls up the middle for about 7 yards. How about that play call?
And that's great, and it keeps the clock moving. Gets him right around the 41. To set up a 2nd and 4.
6 yard gain on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4 from the 41. Patterson back out there. Direct snap. Play action, looks to Devenish, keeps it himself, and scampers maybe 1 or 2 yards with 5.5 to play. Continue to watch that clock. It's another 3rd down, 3rd and short. Here we go. 3rd and 2 from the 39. Patterson staying out there. And Patterson, did he get enough? It looks like he did. So here's my question. Is Snoga just getting a break? Yes, he is. They're giving Snoga a breather. Patterson doing a phenomenal job running that Wildcat offense for this Cedar Ridge team. Patterson comes out. Kudos to 2-4. Devin Patterson, this running backs room, oh so impressive, diverse in their talents, and we've seen that here tonight. 1st and 10 from the 37. 2 receivers right, 2 left here for Snoga and the Raiders. Snoga with Hall in motion. Dumps it off for Hall. Hall Finds a seam. Across the 30. Across the 25. And here come the Raiders. 4.5 left.
This is how the offense benefits from having a three-headed monster. You constantly have fresh legs in those backfield, and those guys do not look tired out there at all, and clock is running.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, 4:20 to go. 1st and 10 from the 25. It's Harrison in motion. Snoga fakes it to Harrison, keeps it himself, and crosses the 20. A gain of about 5.
Another successful run here. It's going to keep the clock moving. Drive going as well as it can go right now. Just under 4 minutes to play now.
2nd and 5 from the 20.
This is where they'll really start to let that play clock bleed a little bit.
15 seconds left on the play clock. 3.5 minutes left on the game clock. Here's Harrison in motion. Snoga hands it off for Devin. And Devinish.
Goodbye.
How about that? Noah Devinish. Icing on the cake. Untouched. 20-yard touchdown run. And that's maybe all this Raiders team needs to pick up its first district win of the season.
I think we got a glimpse there of everyone featured in that three-headed monster of the backfield, and how fitting for Noah Devinish to top off that drive.
Noah Devinish, 20-yard touchdown run. His 4th touchdown of the season.
Just beautiful execution on that drive. From clock management to blocking, inside zones, just amazing, amazing.
Did he miss that? Kick was good? Okay. All right. If you say so. It's 41 Raiders. It's 30 Warriors. We'll be right back here on Vype Live. .27 left. So the Warriors came back to jump in front 30-27. And all of a sudden, 5 minutes off the clock, the Raiders are back up 41-30. Appreciate you being here with us tonight on Vype Live as the kick goes into the end zone off the foot of Cooper Togus. Tyler Feldman, Kalen Hernandez. This has been a fun back and forth game. Defense was the story in the first half. Offense and turnovers and special teams has been the storylines here in the second half, Caleb.
Yeah, like the theme of this game, as I've mentioned, is every time it looks like the Raiders are about to pull away, Westwood just responds right back. They've been hanging around this whole time, and once again, they're going to be in another hole right here with time ticking and desperation drive right here.
They'll have to work quickly. 3:27 to go, 11-point lead for the Raiders. Here's Waits. Waits drops back, looks right, now looks deep. He's got Norrell wide open, and he bobbles, but makes the catch. How about that for a pass play? Drew Norrell on the wheel route was wide open, bobbled it, but able to hang on, and here come the Warriors.
Just like that, one play into Raider territory.
Does this Cedar Ridge defense have enough juice to stop these Warriors? Waits, waiting, firing on the run, and it is nearly picked off. Jalen Hamilton all over that one, off the fingertips and out of bounds.
Hamilton with a chance to seal the game there, just right off his fingertips. Tough grab to make, but That one might have sealed it right there.
Final between Round Rock and McNeil, 21 Dragons, Mavs 17. So Round Rock picks up its first win of the season, a district win. That is who the Raiders will face next week. It is Round Rock and Raiders right here at Kelly Reeves. As for this game, it's 41-30. Raiders back in front of Westwood. 3:10 left to play, and the Warriors call a timeout. We're also going to call a timeout. We'll be right back with the final three of this great 25-6A ball game. Back here at the Palace, 3:08 left to play. Back and forth ball game. This has been exactly what you cook up if you're a high school football fan, especially in the state of Texas. District battle, rivalry game, homecoming, and it's been a great one. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Warriors driving. Waits, snap, drops back, rolls left, on the run. Now he tucks it, and now he runs. He's across the line of scrimmage, and he will just run out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So he had space, he had time, he had the protection. Good coverage in the secondary by the Raiders.
Secondary's been elite all day, and on that drive, I did see Coach Vardaman once again let out one of those bunny hops. He's talking to the official. I think he saw another holding call, and he's fired up on those sidelines right now.
And it's one of those things where first-year head coach, a Cedar Ridge team that's won 2 or 3 games each of the last few seasons, trying to instill that new aura, that new energy, build that new program. Everything takes time, and there have been frustrations early on in this season, but there's been a lot of good in this game tonight. We'll see if the Raiders can hold on. On 3rd and 6, Raiders blitzing, heavy pressure. Waits has to get rid of it. Incomplete. A huge 3rd down. The blitz came, and Waits had no shot.
And he was just fired out of a cannon there. The safety dropped down to blitz, and he got right through, blew up the running back's block, and absolutely disrupted that play. It's going to be a 4th down now. This could be the game.
Fourth and 6. Warriors are going for it, and they're doing that odd setup where the entire offensive line outside of the center has shifted to the left.
Watch that one-on-one matchup at the bottom of your screen.
And hold on. We have whistles. Timeout by the Warriors. We will also take a timeout. Excited to see what Westwood prepares here on a 4th down and 6. Could be the ball game. Will it be? We'll find out after this. Here we go. This could be the game. 2:51 left. 11-point lead for Cedar Ridge. It's 4th and 6 from the Raiders' 37 for this Westwood offense. They shift back to a normal formation. Trips left. Waits in the shotgun. Here we go. Allen in motion to the right. Allen looking for the wheel route. Here's Waits. Fires. Incomplete and nearly intercepted. Great coverage. Josh Gentry, the senior, saying, "Not today." And the Raiders hold. Vardaman and company just so fired up. Look at this. Oh, man, gotta love it. When you're trying to build the program, you need big plays like that. and building those big plays on top of big plays. And this has been a game full of big plays for Cedar Ridge tonight, Kalen.
Looks like when it mattered the most, the defense did step up, got that stop, and now the offense and company going to have a chance to just chew this clock away. Good stop by the defense to potentially spoil Westwood's homecoming night.
So 2:46 left. Snoga hands it off to Patterson. Patterson gets a yard, gets 2, and pushes forward for 3, maybe 4 yards. Tough run there from Patterson.
Might be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And with no timeouts left, looks like a first down can win this thing.
Cedar Ridge playing it smart. 23 seconds left on the game clock. 20 seconds left, so about 3-4 seconds more on the play clock than the game clock. So they'll run the clock down here to the 2-minute timeout. Hope you followed me there. We're going to take a quick break. It's the 2-minute timeout here. You're watching Cedar Ridge Raiders football here on Vype Live. The Raiders looking to beat their rival, Westwood. Can they do it? That answer after this. Two minutes left. 120 seconds. In between, Cedar Ridge earning its first district win of the season and the first district win of the Brian Vardaman era. It's 41-30. Raiders in the lead for most of this game, then having to come back to regain the lead and extend that lead. Snoga gives it to Devenish, and Devenish gets the first down and slides down across midfield. There is a flag, though, on the play. Hold on a second.
This one might be coming back. I think the left tackle is going to get called for a holding here.
Isaac Elliott. Let's see what the officials say.
Both tackles listening.
Noah Devenish had the first down. He's the top rusher. He's the leading rusher in 25-6A coming into this game tonight. But it will go backwards. It's a holding on the offense.
Push that back to about a 2nd and 17.
They'll replay second down, a 10-yard penalty, 1:54 on the clock.
And realistically, if you're the Raiders here,
Snoga. Another flag. Go ahead, Kalen.
if you're the Raiders here, you can bleed this clock down to about 34 seconds left by running it twice. So it's going to be interesting to see if Leonard decides to just go for the win or chew off as much clock as possible.
Important to note, no timeouts remaining for Westwood. So Westwood offside penalty. It'll move the ball forward 5 yards. So it's now 2nd down and 12 from the 35. Here we go. It's a 3-receiver set, 2 running backs, flanking Snoga. Snoga hands it off to Devenish, and Devenish gets whipped. Jacob Brown there for the takedown. Clock continues to run, and they'll let the clock run. It'll be 3rd and about 14.
Ladies and gentlemen,
25 seconds left on the play clock. 1:25 left on the game clock.
I'd be surprised if the Raiders pass here. I think they're just going to want to bleed this thing.
3rd and 13 from their own 34. Hall comes in. Patterson goes out. And Cedar Ridge will call its first time out of the second half. 65 seconds left. 11-point lead for the Raiders. We'll be right back on Vype Live. Welcome back to the Palace, where Raider Nation is getting excited. The road team tonight taking on rival Westwood, 65 seconds away from winning its first district game of the season. It's 3rd and 13 from their own 34. 4 receivers set. It's Devonish, the running back, on the right hip. Hall in motion. Snoga, play action, keeps it himself, maybe gets a yard or two. And again, Westwood with no timeout, so the clock continues to run. 30 seconds left on the play clock, 50 seconds left on the game clock.
About an 18-second differential right now. And with the time of the punt, it looks like Westwood might get this back with about 14 or 13 seconds to spare.
But again, it's a 2-possession game. They need an absolute miracle. Clock down to 5 seconds on the play clock. 22 seconds offside by the Westwood Warriors. Free play. Ball goes up to Hall, and Hall goes up and grabs it. Did he catch it? Incomplete. I thought he came down with it. I still don't see the football. Oh, there it is.
Tough to spot.
So Westwood was offside. There's 15 seconds left.
How about that hard count tonight?
It's been working. Far sideline, the Cedar Ridge student section, they have the phones out with the flashlights on saying, nah, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. A huge comeback win for the Raiders. Once up 10, they saw their lead evaporate. They were down 30-27 early on in this fourth quarter thanks to a pick six by the Warriors defensively. And all Cedar Ridge did was show that resilience. They fought back, and that'll do it. The game clock will run out thanks to the penalty, and the Raiders have won their first 25-6-8 game of the season. They come back to beat Westwood. Well, hold on a second. The game's still playing. I thought they were going to run the clock out there. I got a little bit too excited. Coach Vardaman took the headset off. Both teams were running back to the sideline. It'll be 4th and 6 from the 41 after the penalty.
To your point, Tyler, after that pick six, what a way for the offense to come out very composed. To just seal the deal, get the job done, and for Coach Vardaman's defense to really get a stop when they needed it the most. And they're going to come out of here with a victory to go back to 500.
So the Raiders will bring out their punt team with 15 seconds left. The Warriors needing a miracle.
I'd kick this out of bounds if possible.
Snap, kick. Doesn't go out of bounds, but it does trickle close to the 20. And there will be 5 seconds, 4 seconds left on the clock, 3 seconds left on the clock.
I should just about do it.
The Warriors will need an 11-point touchdown to tie this ball game up. Seems unrealistic.
Could be in for history for the first one in football history. I haven't seen it myself.
Neither have I. Kalen, as we talk about standout performances, who is a guy that you look to on this Raiders team that really came to play today?
the power that Christian Hall brings. I mean, wow, what a performance from him today, whether he was in the backfield getting those tough yards, grinding it out, grinding out the defense, or returning kicks. I mean, geez, man, what a talented backfield the Raiders have this season. This is unbelievable.
And then on the defensive side, I thought Jalen Hamilton, the UTEP commit, was fantastic. And how about Cooper Togus? Critical 2 field goals, a 41-yarder and a 35-yarder in the first half. Those 6 points, super important.
All sides of the ball today seem to click, and that should about do it.
Cooper waits, keeps it. Clock runs out, and Cedar Ridge go ahead and celebrate. Ruining homecoming for the Warriors. They come back to take down Westwood 41-30 here at the Palace. An impressive way for the Raiders to pick up their first district win of the season and the first district win of this very young Brian Vardaman era. Warriors came all the way back to take a 30-27 lead early on in this fourth quarter, but this Raiders team, we've seen it time and time again this season. They have the fight to claw back, and that's exactly what they did. Cedar Ridge improves to 1-1 in district play, 2-2 overall. With the loss, Westwood falls to 0-2 in district play and 1-3 overall. Next week for the Raiders, they'll be back here at the Palace, Kaylee Reeves Athletic Complex. They'll be taking on a Round Rock team that beat McNeil tonight to pick up their first win of the season. So it'll be 1-3 Round Rock taking on a 2-2 Cedar Ridge team next Friday night right here at the Palace. Kaylin, any final thoughts before we sign off here on this Week 4 victory for the Raiders?
Just what a win by Coach Vardaman and his crew. I mean, coming off back-to-back losses, I mean, you know, it's really moments like these where the season may begin to teeter, and, you know, to come out of here with a victory is just huge. And, man, these kids are fired up. What a game.
Dylan Snoga with the touchdown run in the first quarter, a touchdown pass in the second half, and then he was part of that trick play in the first half. Snoga to Williams to Harrison. A lot of great offense. Christian Hall, that 95-yard kickoff return for the touchdown right after that pick six for Westwood to totally change this game. That was the game-changing play, was Christian Hall, who actually returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns tonight. The first one did not count because of a flag. The second one did count, and that was the critical game-changing play for these Raiders. And then Noah Devonish icing on the cake with that 20-yard touchdown run late in this fourth quarter. So once again, it's Cedar Ridge 41. It's Westwood 30 for our entire Vype Live broadcast crew. Kaylin Hernandez, Colton Borger, Shane Cholwinski. I'm Tyler Feldman saying so long for the Palace. Get home safely, and we'll see you right here next week for Round Rock Cedar Ridge.